Famous. Okay, well, I guess thanks for all showing up. This is a workshop in an attempt to have you write a sales letter or teach you how to write a sales letter, actually really fast. And the idea was to actually have you do it here, but 2 hours is pretty fast. But if you're really fast, maybe you can get one done. I noticed some people brought their laptops and stuff, so if you're actually going to write something, or are there people that actually are going to attempt to write something, a sales letter? I know there are news people here that probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but okay. So that's basically what I'll do. So basically, you have a handout, and I have all my notes in there that I'll be using, and you can keep that. These are all the little shortcuts and things that. Did you get one?
Well, I didn't get one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gave him one.
Oh, you did?
Already, yeah. But if somebody else comes in, I'll give him one. So the attempt was to actually write it in 4 hours, because you can write pretty fast. If you know all this stuff ahead of time, it's not actually that hard. So, so just so you let you know where I learned all this stuff. A few years ago, I actually got to work with Mark Joyner of simpleology.com. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of him or not, but he's a very big internet marketer, kind of in the same realm as like Joe. I was actually friends with Joe. They know each other, but he was having me write for him, and when I started writing with him, when I first started working with him, he asked me how long it would take me to write a sales letter, and I said about 2 weeks. And he goes, okay, well, that's good, but what I want to do is help you write faster. So he goes, I'm going to send you all the material for a product, and I want you to write it in 2 days. And that was kind of like, so he was like, can you actually do that? And I was like, okay, because you don't say no to people that are actually like that or helping you in writing. So, so I wrote a sales letter in like 2 days. I didn't sleep, and did as best as I could, as fast as I could, and then sent it to him. And say all the time. And then I sent it to him. He was in San Francisco. I was in Las Vegas. And I sent it to him. I thought I did pretty good. I wrote it. I stayed up all night writing this letter, and then he put it up on this little like GoToMeeting thing, and in like 15 minutes completely destroyed it, and gave me 24 hours to fix it. So, which I did, and I learned a lot from that, because actually having to write under a deadline just forces you to like get it done. And if you know all this stuff after working or while working with him, I started learning all these. Taught me all these tricks and things of how to write faster, so he could get me, so I could write letters faster and get them out faster. So a lot of this comes from some stuff from like Dan Kennedy and other resources I picked up from. But the real value of doing this is actually, like, I could sit here and teach it to you, but if you actually do it, then you'll actually learn it. Other versus just, me just rambling on up here for hours. You'll actually learn a lot more if you write something and send it out or test it, versus just learning how to do something. So that was the whole point of that. And then so I could write stuff a lot faster now based on some of the stuff here that I'll show you. So if you are gonna like write a letter to somebody, let me see what I got here. Follow my own things. The first page I have what to know before you start. And usually if you get stuck with like writer's block, it's because you just don't know enough about either about the product or your market or your offer or stuff like that. But if you do all that and get all your research down before you write, you usually don't have any problem. And if you know all the other stuff that I teach you, you shouldn't get stuck. So before you write, you want to know, like it says there, who you're talking to, who it's for, who it's not for, all the promises and benefits in order of importance, and the reasons they won't buy, like the objections, ways you'll prove what you say, whether it's testimonials or other things, which I have a list in the back there, and your offer. And so that's, I was going to say, that's one of the benefits. If you do write your own copy and you really know your target audience better than anybody else, it's easier for you to speak to them versus hiring somebody who doesn't know them and has to learn. Like I'd have to learn, research a target audience if I need to write to them. Otherwise, I'm kind of just guessing, and you can't really guess. I mean, you can, but it doesn't work. So if you have all those, and on the second page, I actually have what's called the 10 SMART questions. These are from Dan Kennedy to help you. If you fill out this before you actually write, you'll get an idea of, as you can see on there, like what keeps them up at night, what are they afraid of, what are they angry about, 3 frustrations, and things like that. So if you're actually going to write one, I would say maybe take, I don't know, like 10 minutes or something to fill out the questionnaire, just so you have a good idea of who you're writing to. It'll be acceptable. So if you know you have a letter or you have a target audience you know you want to write to, I guess you can do that first. Yeah, or 5 to maybe try 5, and if more people need more time, we can, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick question. Should we answer all these questions writing for a specific, like a letter, or just writing in general, or do you pick a few, as many as you can?
Some of them you might not be able to do, like who else tried to do something similar. You might not be able to do that right now off the top of your head, but yeah, do at least the first like 5 or 6. Some of them has, like, if they have a bias.
So this is directed at people
that you want to write to or sell to. Yeah.
Your target market.
Your target market. So, alrighty.